My name is Joya McDaniel, and I am founder and CEO of Supply Chain Gold LLC, and I am also an adjunct professor for Oakland College in Rochester Hills, Michigan. And I have been working in the supply chain industry for almost 30 years now. Supply chain is everything that happens in the background. So all of the background noise and as well as all the activity that has to happen in the background for customers to receive their product, whether it's on the shelf or whether it's shipped directly to them at their home. It's just the links that makes up the chain in order for customers to have their products when they need it, how much they need, and where they need it. So I got into supply chain because number one, I'm from Detroit originally, and so that's the epicenter of all automotive and manufacturing. Like I've always been curious about how things worked and how things got from one look to the final look. My major is centered around operations management and logistics and marketing. I didn't realize that that was also positioning me for a supply chain career, so I just applied and I started working in the field and it's been going nonstop ever since.
What's something people often misunderstand about supply chain?
A lot of people misunderstand supply chain in the context of not knowing what supply chain is, pretty much. So when you hear the word supply chain, you think of logistics, you think of warehouse, you think of transportation, and it's so much bigger than that. Supply chain is literally the epicenter. It's the nucleus of everything that has to happen in the background. Without supply chain, you don't have a product. So it's the pulse of the business. It is what makes your business breathe and be able to operate efficiently. The thing that stands out the most as far as my work making an impact is working with small and medium-sized businesses in the supply chain field. It's almost unheard of. And so being able to introduce concepts to these small and medium-sized businesses not only help them, but it puts them in a position to help the community. And it puts them in a position to stay above ground and keep their businesses profitable. And so me and my team came in and we did a full assessment. We were able to help a small and medium-sized business keep their business because they were drowning in orders. And I was able to come in and see exactly where this bleeding was happening at. They were getting ready to lose contracts. Customers were getting upset because they could not make their shipments on time. And so I was able to come in and do a forensic look at it and let them know where the bleeding was happening. And within 30 days, we turned it around and their business has been soaring ever since. So being able to see those direct impacts and the direct return on the investments is always empowering to me and my team.
Can you tell us about your business Supply Chain Go LLC and what makes you different?
So supply chain GOAT, hence the word GOAT, is centered on the entire ecosystem, the entire supply chain. What sets us apart is our ability to be able to act on every link of the chain. That's not a common skill set in supply chain. You have a lot of siloed and scattered experience levels, but supply chain GOAT and our team, we have over 30 years of holistic experiences amongst all links that make up the chain. The GOAT, of course, is the greatest of all times. And I feel that in order to be the greatest of all time supply chain practitioner, you have to know how to work on every link of the supply chain. So that's what our capabilities are, is that we're able to work on every link, not just one or not just a few. And then also our ability to support and utilize the neurodiverse mindset and brain power. I am a very fast-paced person and a neurodiverse person myself. So being able to hone in on my skills that were actually skills that I thought were hindrances with the way that I think and how fast my brain processes things, it actually became a win for this environment, because in supply chain, you have to be able to think on your toes. You have to be able to act in the moment in this industry. So having always able to do something and have my brain power be utilized is what I would say sets supply chain GOAT apart from the rest. Supply chain is very personal to me. On a personal level, it means satisfaction. It means complete. It means happy customer. That's personal to me because I am not just a supply chain practitioner, but I am also a client. I am also the community. I know how it is not to have my products in stock that I need. I know that even though I'm working on this really tiny piece of the chain, that tiny piece has a ripple effect. And so our work is what impacts directly folks having what they need regardless of what it is. So knowing that my decisions is going to impact ultimately the end user, the end customer, is always empowering. So I would say that, yeah, that's the personal piece of it.